Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. What Bob Marley say? No woman, no cry. Right? No woman, no cry. Bullshit. You have a woman, your ass can be crying. Sometimes no woman, plenty happiness. You know what I'm saying? No woman, plenty happiness. Yo, let me tell y'all something right now, man. I'm seeing all kind of people out here with opinions about Deontay Wilder. And some people are like, how can you come and do a video about this, man? This isn't the time. This isn't the time. You know what is? There's always a time. If you're creating content, talk about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, Deontay Wilder's in a bad spot. He is. It's unfortunate. What the future holds for him, nobody knows. But when you really take a look at things and what people pointing out, man, if you timeline it, you go back to when he started messing with her, that's when he started having issues in camp and problems in his professional career and things that seem to have snowballed to the point to where we're at today, where Deontay Wilder's personal life is falling apart and his professional life. And I'm going to tell you, man, it's very unfortunate what's going on with Deontay Wilder. Of course, you guys already know, she's come out and, let me check something out here. She's talked about, I'm going to tell you this right here. Let me type something in real quick, right? I'm going to tell you what bothers me the most about all this. Everything is troublesome, right? But there's one thing. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, so everybody's out here talking. Okay, so let's see. This is the thing that bothers me. This shit she keep talking about. I'm telling you, whoever's advising her legally, it's one thing to say that he was being verbally abusive, right? I'm not saying none of this is right. I'm just telling you, when you look at the climate right now, when it comes to men and women and relationships, toxic relationships, when you look at the climate right now, right? If you have someone talking about he was verbally abusive, I think for the most part, people will be like, oh, that ain't cool, but it doesn't really stir up much emotion in people. Oh, they cussing and carrying on. Okay, she probably talked some shit to him too. When you say somebody was, there was psychological abuse, calling them names and maybe not giving them the keys to the car and locking them out the house, doing stupid shit. That's childish. But I think some people would be like, man, that shit ain't cool, but it doesn't really stir up much emotion. You say somebody was hitting a female, a man's hitting a female, especially someone like Deontay Wilder, right? Or taking a pillow to suffocate her and choking her and shit like that, right? That kind of gets your attention, but I don't think people, and it stirs up emotion, but I don't think people are just going to be like, boycott him. I think they'd be like, that shit ain't cool, this man out here hitting on a female. But I'm going to tell you what, you see that legal team she has, and the fact they made sure to mention something about sex. I'm telling you, that shit with this climate right now is not what Deontay Wilder needs, man. And the fact that she did that tells me that, this is my opinion, that she don't love that dude, and that she don't care nothing about that guy. At least at the moment when she did it, she was probably advised to do it. And even if she felt that she shouldn't have done it, she did it by the advice of her legal team. Now, this is just me looking at it. Because I could understand the verbal abuse shit. I could understand the psychological abuse, the physical abuse. I'm not saying none of it's right. But when you hear that, it's like, okay, there's always some shit going on in people's relationships. You know the ups and downs, man. Yo, men and women could take it to the stupid. But you see that thing when they start talking about sex. Sex. I didn't want to. I felt forced. Expected to do things. Not willingly doing shit. You see, when you start talking about that shit, that is just not what this man needs in his life. Cassie, Puffy, goddamn R. Kelly and these crazy ass whatever the hell he had going on. Bill Cosby. Now you throw Deontay Wilder right in the mix. Now I'm not saying every situation is the same. That's not what I'm saying. But there's a common thread. Sex. And I really feel that a lot of the boxing pundits and fans, if they were advocating for Wilder to stay in boxing and give it another try, it's not over yet, can't tell him when to retire, I think a lot of the boxing fans and pundits are now saying, my man, disappear. Because you don't want him to become so withdrawn and depressed to where, because he's got kids, man. They have kids. I know he has a bunch of kids, but women, I don't know how many he has with her. But there's kids involved, man. And she got people who love her, and he has people who love him. But them kids, man, there's some sad shit. And just the idea that now this guy, and even her, right? Because this is the thing. There's no winner in this, man. There's no winner. If Deontay Wilder, it comes out that he can prove that, hey, the stuff she's saying is not true or whatever, that doesn't mean he wins and she loses. If it goes the direction like it could go, where now his back's in the corner, he's got to come out and defend himself. She doesn't win and he doesn't lose. You know who suffers here are those kids, man. And it's just very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate, man. But when you look at these boxers today, goddamn, you got Bivol, put the bing bings on his wife, allegedly. The shit about Gervonta, you know what I'm saying? Kovalev, shit about Mayweather. It's here it is right here, man. There's always something going on here, man. And the fact that Telli Swift actually got a restraining order against him, that's just crazy to me, man. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know. The man has to stay 100 yards away from her. And who knows what? This is the thing. When this is what I don't like. I look at like Puff Daddy's situation, right? Everybody was coming to pretty much to this man's defense. They had Jaguar Wright, other people saying things about Puff Daddy, and people tended to not want to believe it. And then all of a sudden, that video from Cassie, that shit emerges, and everybody's like, "Wow, man!" I hope that this chick Telli Swift, his ex-fiance, whatever the hell she is to him, I hope, because you see how they now. Let me tell you how this shit works. Look at how they're referring to her. Now, we all just saw Deontay Wilder out here with some Asian chick, right? Out there in Saudi Arabia. This is the shit where it just, but I'm going to get to that. It just shows that this man he ain't got the right people around him, right? They're referring to the girl, the chick Telli Swift, as his fiance. Obviously, they're not even together. This man out here with another woman. But that's how they're referring to her. His fiance. His fiance. It's like, oh, that's how y'all want to play that game now? When obviously there's no engagement. That shit obviously is off. But this is my thing. If you know you going through something with a female, right? This is just pimping 101 shit right here. You going through something with a female. You don't want to be seen out in public and get caught with another female. I'm not saying that you ain't supposed to be out there, man, trying to deflower the honeys. Of course, get yours. Shit, I'm a guy, man. I'm always rooting for the guy. But when there's shit like this, hey, wrong is wrong. But, man, you can't come out here on a global scale and know you got turbulence in your relationship with this chick Telli and show up in Saudi with another female. Absolutely stupid. You think your shit is that sweet that you show up out there with another female, and when you look at that, right, make you wonder about what his brother Marcellus was saying. Makes you wonder, was Marcellus out here putting us on game? Deontay Wilder has the hot cock, and he feels he can do what he wants. But for me, that pimping 101 shit, look, I don't believe in abusing nobody, period. Just like I don't believe in nobody fucking abusing me. But let me tell you something. If you out here being a player, being a hustler, you about the ladies, right? And you got something, a significant other, what you doing being out here in public with somebody else? Your shit that sweet, my man? That's 101. And it makes me wonder, those people he has around him, how stupid are they to sit there and allow that? Because I'll tell you, if it was my friend, man, I'd be like, don't do it. Nope. Nah, man. You bringing her where? Like, nah, don't do it. That's what I would have said. Don't do it. Fuck, all them cameras going to be on you. Somebody going to see something. And you know those guys out there trying to put videos out, doesn't matter if they remain neutral when it comes to fighters. You know they looking for something juicy, man. And, of course, I think it was Fight Hype. Somebody, I don't know, one of them got his ass. I ain't see that woman the whole time till they were leaving, and they got him, the mystery woman. And then when I went and watched the fight, then you could see her. She was sitting, like if there's the first row, she probably like the 25th row. And when he got the bing bing, when he landed a hard right hand on Zhang, she jumped up. And so I noticed her then. I didn't notice her before. And then when he got dropped and got knocked out, tranquilized, vaporized and shit, exterminated, right? Then she jumped up and was like, you know, I'm like, yo, my man. So his shit is out there. So there's a whole lot of blame here on Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? This whole shit was mishandled. But when you look at it, it really goes back to me when you start thinking about everything. Mark Breland saying he doesn't listen, he's stubborn, he has an attitude, he's this, he's that, he mistreats people, right? You heard all these things. Then you come in and hear Malik Scott, he's the most violent man, he's deadly, he's this, he's violent, he's a dangerous man, he shoots guns, he's violent, he just wants to kill, he wants to this. That shit ain't gonna help him now. Then you got this thing about Wilder talking about, yeah, man, I've had sex before fights, man, I'm horny. Yeah, I got, come here, girl. He want to go out there and poke something. When you look at what she's saying, I'm afraid, he's violent, he may hurt me. I want a body on my record. I ain't gonna lie, I just want to kill somebody. I just have something in me. I'm a violent person, man. I want to. This is shit he said. You think that ain't gonna come back to haunt him? Just think about sex. Sex. You think that shit ain't gonna come back to haunt him? And Malik Scott, this is supposed to be your best friend, your brother, all this shit, right? He talking about how violent he is and he shoots guns and he's this. He's a man who wants to kill and, you know, this and that. And he wants to hurt and he wants to kill and he's a violent man. This is your best friend saying this shit. And now he out here and she's saying the same thing. You can't come now and retract that shit. It's out there. And you better believe that's going to come back to haunt him. Spitting on her, verbal abuse, coercive demands for sex multiple times a day. Look at how they wording this shit now. Coercive demands for sex multiple times a day. You see how they doing this shit? His fiance, afraid, coercive demands for sex. Not that she willingly did it. She was forced. It's fucking rape. You understand what they're doing to this man? Oh, boy, man. I don't know. But she, Swift, oh, so this is the thing. Let me give you a little background on who she is. Who is Telli Swift? Swift, born Chantel in Zambales, Philippines on January 24th, 1987, has had a varied life growing up in Japan before moving to California. She began modeling at a young age and participated in numerous beauty pageants. Swift, now a reality TV star, met Wilder in 2015 and their relationship quickly blossomed. Wilder proposed to Swift on February 15, 2018 during their child's gender reveal party where they learned they were expecting a daughter. The couple has been engaged for 4 years, but wedding plans have not yet been announced. So that's the background on them. Anyway, when it comes to Deontay Wilder, people, what Bob Marley say? No woman, no cry, right? Oh, no. No woman, plenty happy. Because you have a woman, your ass can be crying if they decide to go for your jugular. And again, I don't know what happened in that relationship. Do I think someone asked, hey man, what do you think? Look, I'm a guy. I always root for the guy, unless they got something definitive there. But I think there's a little truth to some of the shit she's saying. Because you gotta look at when I really sit back and look at it. Let the facts come out. But this shit about, and I'm talking as me, forget this as a man. You got a woman that you have kids with, a woman that you love, and you're one or two of your arch nemesis, Gerald Big Baby Miller and Dillian White, have reportedly had a sexual relationship with this woman. And every day you looking at her, and these guys, especially Gerald Big Baby Miller, who's a fool, right? You have to look at her every day and see this woman. You know what I'm saying? I know that shit affected their relationship. I know it did. I'm just telling you as a man. I'm telling you, for a guy who's had more than his share of fucking women. And I ain't really been in significant relationships. I was always out there, first name single, last name mingle. But I am telling you, that shit messes with you. Has anything ever messed with me? No, not really with me. But I know that I've had friends who have hooked up with chicks, and then they found out that the chick may have had a relationship with me. And they'll come back and ask me, hey man, did you mess with so-and-so? I'm like, why? Oh man, me and her, I'm messing with her now, man. I just want to know, man. Tell me it ain't true. I'm like, oh man, I ain't got nothing to say, man. I don't be talking about that shit. So I try to downplay it. You know what I'm saying? So, because if the woman tells him no, because she likes him, and she doesn't want him to know about me from the past, which shouldn't matter, I'm going to go with what the woman says. So if she says yes, I say yes. So whatever she says no, then it's no. Because I ain't trying to cause no problems with no female that I messed with a year ago, 2 years ago, 4 years ago. You know what I mean? Just like I wouldn't want the female to try to cause no problems for me in my relationship. But I know for a fact, if I was, like I'm married, if there was somebody out here who was coming out here and just saying a bunch of things about my wife, that shit would bother. That shit would have, you'd have to have a strong relationship, man, for that shit not to bother you and to disrupt things. That shit is serious. And Gerald Baby Miller didn't make it any better with that rap song than Dillian White. I mean, come on now. The girl, the chick Telli Swift she's an attractive chick, right? But goddamn, I mean, at least went out there and goddamn in Paradise Island with goddamn Denzel. I mean, Paradise Island with somebody good looking. You telling me you out there, man, pitch and woo with goddamn Gerald Big Baby Miller? You telling me you out there, man, love boating with goddamn Dillian White? The fuck is going on here? It's like, nah, that shit just make you wonder. But that's if that shit is true, you know what I'm saying? But again, that shit crazy to me. But anyway, good luck to Deontay Wilder, man. Doesn't matter if he's innocent or guilty. I'm just saying good luck to him. I think some of that shit she said got some teeth, people. And I hate that for him. That shit about rape, I don't know. The force and coercing her to have sex over time, I don't know about that. That one, spitting on her. I just can't see him doing that, but I could understand. I could understand how that shit happens, man. Especially if you start looking and seeing a woman starts seeing a man as less than, as dirty and disgusting and shit. People can say and do things. I just hope it ain't true. I just hope it ain't true, man. This goddamn Deontay Wilder, man. This man here. All of them kids came in. What he came into boxing for, man? Goddamn, like, for the female, just keep it all behind the scenes. That's all I'm saying. You know what this man came into boxing for? God damn. For his daughter. That's a whole nother video. This man came into boxing for his daughter, man. It's like, yo, you, okay, if he did some wrong shit to you, right? If it's true, right? Hey, take that shit behind closed doors. That shit will settle real quick. But you come out here and take that shit from him, man. But again, hey, look, hey, if he's wrong, right? Make your bed, you gotta lay in it. I'm just saying for me, that shit just rubbed me a kind of way. It's like I said earlier in the video, she couldn't possibly love this dude, or he treated her so bad she don't give a fuck. But this man came into boxing for his daughter. He got everything set up, everything good to go. Now this woman come now from whatever happened, and she's like, you know what? I think the legal team is advising her. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to take it from his ass. Same thing he came in for and he was able to accomplish, I'm going to take it from his ass. That shit just, talking about nefarious. And she go in public because she want to make sure she wins something. She want to make sure that she wins something. Man, he would have took care of her. He would have made sure they were straight. I just think he would. He strikes me as that kind of guy. She have a child by him. He would have made sure they're straight. But she trying to get a little more than just being straight. You know what I'm saying? She trying to get that, take it to the stupid money. But anyway, yo, good luck to Deontay. I feel bad for that dude. I feel bad for his family. I feel bad for them kids. Her, the whole thing is bad. His professional career is just all fucked up. Anyway, I'm in the breeze.